It's 8:42 in the morning, and that's what it looks like outside. Welcome back to Junktober. We've only got a couple days left, which is very exciting. I actually came up with what I think is going to be a really fun project today. So today's prompt is ITSY BITSY, the only 2-word prompt in the entire list. And I mean, when you read the prompt ITSY BITSY, it brings to mind certain imagery that I think everyone can agree upon, right? Spiders. I have talked about this graveyard being partially realistic and partially kind of otherworldly. Spiders actually toe that line really well because spiders are real, but fantasy material and spooky material also loves larger than life spiders. I didn't want to just add a big spider. I think that would be really cool, but if I was going to do that, I would have loved to have kind of concepted that from the beginning. That felt almost too easy. So what I'm going to do is try an entirely new to me technique, and it might not go super well, but I'm hoping it does. I'm going to add elements to the diorama that suggests that spiders do be existent in this cemetery. Oohoo glue. I want to give a shout out to Seb Makes Stuff, who first kind of keyed me in to this material. After doing research, I'm realizing he is not the first person to do this, but I love his content, and he had a video earlier this year where he used Oohoo glue to make some like slimy kind of strings, and it was the first time I had heard about it. So for those who are not familiar, this is a glue, Oohoo glue. What makes it special in this hobby, it is really good for creating long, stretchy, stringy gore, or in my case, maybe some spooky spiderweb looking stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna try this. Now, before I get to the actual diorama part, I have to test this out. I think some things I feel comfortable just kind of like going for it, but this is not one of those things that I want to go for and then get glue and mess up all over my diorama. So first I'm going to test it out. I have these barriers that were for an old project and I never finished. They're pretty close to being done. I have like an entire bucket of them. They're close to being done, but I never ended up putting like any grass on them. That was pretty much the last step that needed to happen. And I thought this would be cool. I'm gonna take a couple of them and test out the Oohoo glue. This one's kind of cool because it has a fence and like a little A-frame kind of board here. Maybe I'll try to put some spiderweb kind of in between those two pieces. So I'm gonna start with 2 little bins here and do 2 tests. The first one, just gonna, oh, there it comes. See, it's already wicked stringy. First one, I'm gonna just start with the Oohoo glue plain. Second one, I'm going to add a little bit of paint. Wow, this is a lot more liquidy than I realized. I'm gonna add some white paint to one. I have no idea how much to add. I've decided to put a mask on, so unfortunately you're not gonna hear my voice super well. It's very smelly. Okay. Few observations. First of all, that was very fun. You might have noticed the white is messy. At best, it kind of just looks like marshmallow. I kind of wondered if that would happen because by the nature of mixing paint in there, you're mixing pigment in. So whereas with the clear, I could be kind of messy and loose with it. It would just kind of look like more goo on the ground. With the white, it works if you're going for like a white slime, but this is supposed to be spiderweb, and spiderweb just doesn't behave that way. So I think just the clear works best and will probably be what I go with. Because it does look like spiderweb. I'm having trouble telling if the camera is picking that up. Oh yeah. It looks cool. It is both harder to work with and easier to work with than I thought. I didn't know if you would have to like prepare it in any certain way, but it seems to just work as expected straight out the bottle. I think if you let the glue dry just like a couple minutes, it gets a little bit stickier and stringier, which is probably better. And it works. It strings up. I haven't seen it dry yet, but it works really well. What I meant when I said it's also at the same time harder than I thought was it is really messy. I'm probably gonna have to have a little bit more of a deft hand if I ever do this on like a miniature. I think for this diorama, the kind of heavy hand, it's like really messy and gloopy is kind of fine. And again, it does look like spiderweb. It's pretty cool. It's a little slimier and like wetter than spiderwebs, but I have an idea of like where I want to put this in the diorama, and I think it will be fine. Okay, it has fully dried. I don't know why I'm whispering. This is the look that I liked the best. I could easily break these, right? I'm gonna certainly try not to break any. So I'm just gonna do that. Let's add some spooky, creepy, slimy, webby things. All right, I think I've gotten these in a good place. I'm not sure if I went overboard or if I didn't do enough. Like it's in a weird space where like, where there is some spider webs, it's kind of a lot, it's kind of messy, but they're not everywhere. As you would have seen in the previous footage, I added some to the side of the diorama here. I think it looks good. It's still wet, so I'm not gonna mess around with it too much. I added some back here as well. That looks pretty gnarly. I'm just hoping I don't tear it in these final stages of making this diorama. Of course, that one is probably the best single strand that I made, and I failed to capture myself doing that one on video. Oh, I also did a few across these gravestones here. Those look pretty good too. They're extremely delicate, I feel. So, I don't know. Those might get messed up. That's gonna do it for Itsy Bitsy. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not gonna add little spiders. I've added enough. This has so much detail packed in. I can't wait to show off this diorama in its full glory. I know I've kind of been showing a lot of it off, but I'm gonna get some really nice, slick glamour shots, and I have some fun things planned for the last two videos. But that is gonna do it for Itsy Bitsy. Why, hello. Betsy here from the future, just popping in to let you know that October 31st is when I'm going to post the grand reveal of this Junktober series. I'm so excited. I can't wait for you to see it. But I also have a second video that's going to be going up on the channel just a few hours later, sometime in the afternoon. And by afternoon, I mean Eastern Standard Time in the United States. So whenever that is for you. I'm really excited for the second video. It has nothing to do with this Junktober series, but I thought I'd let you know here first so that you know to look out for 2 uploads from me on October 31st, Halloween. Little hint, it is a very spooky collab with a bunch of other creators. I'm really honored to be a part of it, and I can't wait for you to see it. So come back here on October 31st to see the epic spooky conclusion of Junktober and an additional very special spooky episode of Junk Drawer Studio. Back to Betsy in the past. And I think that actually is going to do it. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to get notified for when my videos come up. Every subscription helps. So if you like my videos and have watched a few of them, but you're not subscribed, I recommend subscribing. And yeah, with that, have a good rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow for day 30 of Junktober.